Welcome to the QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the script on gossip, turning negativity into positivity. Join us as we redefine the conversation, focusing on the good, the inspiring, and the uplifting stories that shape our world. It's time to change minds, one positive gossip at a time. Let's dive into the stories that make us smile, inspire change, and celebrate the best in people. This is QT Gossip, where good news is the headline of every episode. Now, it's time for Tea Time with the Queens.
Your local hacker. Diva the Queen.
Miss Queen Lily herself.
Welcome everyone to the QT Gossip Podcast, where we flip the switch on negative gossip, turning it into positivity. And today we got a very awesome show. I am super excited. Do you guys want to know why it's an awesome show?
Why?
I'm dying to know.
Because it is National Women's Month. So we're
Oh,
going to be
yeah.
talking about all the most important people here that are great women that made it so historical.
I don't know how that girl got behind the barrier.
We can fix it. But yeah, so basically, because it is National Women's Month, it is very important to know that there have been historically a lot of women that are very important. Just kind of like how last week it was Black History Month and we had a lot of amazing Black History women that we talked about. It's kind of the same concept. But now it's just all about women. We gotta love our women. Am I right, ladies? I'm right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the world can't run without a good woman, honey.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say. Behind every man is a good woman.
And behind and in front of him and every which way.
Oh my word. She getting spicy up in here. So, Hacker, do you know any amazing women in the metaverse that have inspired any great topics?
I have been recently working with a woman who, I said I'd never give away my my Skyrise because it's my baby, it's my passion. But she came to me. She worked for a women's organization, Women's World, and she's bringing the foundation and what she does out there to the metaverse. So I have been working with her and in building like a women's retreat, I guess you would say. So she's bringing, and she's a real life therapist in real life. So if y'all need some therapy, which I know I probably do, her name is Women's World Metaverse. She was formerly known as Multiverse, but she's been in Horizons, and she's all about women positivity and women empowerment, and so I can't wait for it to all be done and be open for everybody to experience it. It's been it's coming out nice. I mean, it's been a lot of fun working with her and getting to know her and what she does. But hopefully, we can have her on the show at one point because she seems to be. It's been a treat working with her and her positivity, and again, she's all about the women.
That is so cool. And I know that you yourself, being obviously a woman, you yourself are working on a lot of cool projects. What do you have coming up?
I'm bringing back Metakids Mania. It was one of my biggest worlds that to date that I ever created. we had over 4,000 kids in 4 days, and was highlighted by Meta. And then, you know, let a man take me down. But we are going to be at Medikids Mania for the kids, and we strive on a safe place. We gear about having a very safe place for children to play, especially here in the metaverse, where we know that it's not the safest place in the world for kids to play. But at Medikids Mania, we made it very known that it was a safe place for kids. We didn't put up with the profanity. And yes, we did put kids in timeout. They seemed to respond very well to it, and they straightened up right away, and ended up having a good time and fun. And, you know, to take a minute, 2 minute timeout, you know, to reflect on your behavior and what you've done. And we make it very a point that, you know, it is a very safe place. We don't put up with any of the negativity that goes on around the metaverse in any of my kids' worlds. And, you know, it's been I am going to be redoing a lot of it and bringing a lot more to it, even though it is a pretty big build already as it is at capacity. But, you know, with asset spawning, we're going to be doing a lot more for the kids. And hopefully it'll be able to take off like it did once before.
Oh yeah, for sure. I remember going in there one day, and there was a game that you guys were playing. You yourself, where you even go in there and spend time with the kids, and, you know, communicate with them, and, you know, actually understand their issues and try to help them.
I can't guarantee to be a safe place without being there.
Yeah,
you know.
And one of the awesome things was that you were actually playing with them and having a good time with them. And one of the things that they absolutely loved, which I never understood, was the smell, the cheese. You got the cheese.
Oh my God, the
or...
cheese touch. Yeah, the cheese touch. Diarrhea of a wimpy kid. You know, the cheese touch from the basketball cheese that's on the floor. And yeah, so that's one of our biggest games, and the kids really seem to love it.
Yeah, like they, especially with us adults that are in there, like they just love to chase us with the cheese and try to get us to touch. Like, it is insane. It is crazy. Now, I am so happy that we don't actually have noses in here and can smell it, because let me tell you.
I know, because the stank just comes from the top of the head. It's funny.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
And once you got it, you got it. You're stuck with it until you pass it on.
Yeah. You know how many times I had to... And those kids run fast. They know where to jump and to dive and to everything. Like, it makes me feel so old. Like, even in VR, it makes me feel so old.
I know. My thumbs aren't as young as they used to be once.
Yes. Well, Miss Diva, do you have any amazing facts of the real world for anything that is Woman Empowering of History Month?
Oh, I'm always full of facts. You know, that's what I do. Facts. Well, first, before we go any further, girl, you know that's what I do. Before we go any further, you did ask a question about, you know, recognizing we have some great women in her Meta Horizon worlds, and we have some of them actually in the audience today. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our guest today, Deenr, Killer Bee Studios, straight up in the house tonight. Can't wait to hear from her. We also have in here, I see my girl, Iris. What up, Iris? Hey, Iris. Hey, boo. Iris is the bomb creator and just such a phenomenal, just a great emotional support to so many in here. I just love Iris. My best meta friend, I see the real Lady V is up in here. Phenomenal woman. I began Mogul Mindset with her with nothing but a dream last year. And so we've been on a lot of trips. And not to mention yourself, my little vanilla sister, who is definitely representing with this show and production company. Okay.
Thank you.
And we have a lot of other women from, oh my goodness, I just always I gotta mention my girl Barcode. That's like my little sister. And then we have, oh my goodness, Meta Miss, just a wonderful, phenomenal, motivational young lady.
Thickums.
Many of you may yes. And yes. and goddess, sweetest flower. She is, I don't know if many of you know her. She's phenomenal. And I'm just naming, many that we always know. Of course, Shay Arts and Angel the Artist and Nuri, Black. I haven't had the pleasure of ever meeting Black Harley.
Our guest,
but I am sure.
I've known
Mama
Black
Brie.
Harley from back when Bad Girls Club first started.
Yeah, I have never had a pleasure of meeting her. I look forward to it. But that's just, of course, I always say, charge it to my head and not my heart, because I'm letting all the women know that once you hit 54, just say, charge it to my head. That's all you have to say, and not my heart, if I don't mention a name. But, also, I just wanted to mention, too, a phenomenal young woman by the name of Tink. She goes by Damn Tink, and she's bringing a lot of great individuals over from VR Chat that are celebrities and business owners. And again, I hate to name names because I always feel I'm going to forget someone. But and then some of my greatest babies, and many of you may have heard of Chirac and Maya of the Ghetto Creators. I just absolutely love that whole group. They have some phenomenal women creators. So I just wanted to mention that to state that, when we take a look at Meta Horizon Worlds, we've only begun to scratch the surface of what can be done as women leaders of the next generation in tech. Mm-hmm. And there's so many women out here doing great things. And then not to mention, regardless of what your politics are, I always say I have to give a nod to the second spot in leading the country is a woman. So regardless of what you think, it is a woman sitting in the seat, and that's phenomenal. And so the world is continuing to change and go around,
Remember to go like and subscribe to the Queen's Talk Gossip YouTube and Twitch channels for live streaming where you can get the latest and greatest podcast news. And also check out Queen Royalty Productions to see the best in world promotional videos. All social media information and more is located on our media boards in the lobby.
In the United States in general. So it just taking a look back at all the history that a lot of people know that it's
all about it's women. The song goes, sisters are doing it for themselves. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Women are making changes every day.
Yes, exactly. Yep. And just knowing that us women sometimes have a hard time, especially for me. I am in general, some of you may or may not know that I am a part of an IT company. I used to be an IT manager, and with that role, it's predominantly a male role. You don't see a lot of women in it, and honestly, I am the probably one to out of 50 people or about 30 people on the team, there are only 3 women, and one of them, me, who is in charge of a lot of different things, and half of the men there don't even realize that it's actually me doing it. So it's crazy, and I get calls every day. Oh, well, can I talk to someone who's a part of the IT team? Oh, well, I am. And then I'll hear right after that, oh, well, I didn't know that you're a girl. Like, I literally got a call once saying that, oh, I didn't know that we hired women in IT. I'm like, yeah, and I
think we hire women in every department nowadays,
sure
don't we?
Yeah, we sure do. Mm-hmm.
Well, when you have situations like that, going back over my career, I can remember, working my way, really, and things have really changed since I would like to say the 90s. A lot of us had to go first. And I can remember being, a new vice president at 30 years old, and the CEO of the company walking past everyone, coming to me saying, can you go get me a cup of coffee? And I looked at him and I said, deadpan, I said, but I like cream and sugar in mine. So when you get yours, bring me one back. So you have to be able to assert yourself early to make sure that they understand that nobody's going to give you a seat at the table. But when you fight to get your ass there, you better do everything you can to keep it and make sure they know you're there.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what I have to do at work all the time. There's cases where I'm literally told, oh, can you do this? Can you do this? And I would literally be like, oh, well, unfortunately, that's not part of my job title, but let me go ahead and get that fixed for you since you don't have the ability to. Like, don't make me feel like I'm not worth anything or anything like that. Like, I will do the job. I will make you look like shit. Because why?
You
I'm a strong,
demand.
independent woman, and I will prove it. You know.
You demand your respect. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, we can have a lot of advances. It's right now I'm doing some work with the Department of Civil Rights for Michigan, and one of the things that comes through the Department of Civil Rights is you have case after case that has to do with sexual harassment or situations. And what you find often when you begin the negotiation part of it is so often it could have began with a simple conversation. I'm not saying that it's easy to speak up, but find a way within yourself to make individuals know that they can only try you one time. Don't let them try you a second time. But everything that you need to do in your career, you got to fight to get. You have to fight to get it, and do what you have to do.
Of course. Well, ladies, I do know one specific person here that I would very much like to talk to because she is a very important woman in the metaverse. She's super important to me. She's been one of my closest friends, and actually, she was actually one of my first friends on here. I remember going to it was the first week that I've been on Horizons, and I went to a almost like a world hop or a tour on how to understand how to world hop and how to like go through doors, and we ended up going to one of her worlds, which I had a blast at, and I was literally trying to, I remember, fly in the air on her little circular stepping stones at one point. And then we just kind of clicked after that. So I would very much, ladies and gentlemen, like to introduce the one, the only Deenr. Miss Deenr. Hello. Welcome.
Thanks. Hi, everybody.
We're very, very happy to have you part of the show today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, my name is Deenr. I have been in Horizon for a little over 2 years now. And again, Miss Queen was one of the first people that I clicked with too. Like we just kind of clicked and we started hanging out and doing fun things together, and we've just been close ever since. It's been amazing.
Yes, it's been a great journey.
Yeah. So when I first started, I was basically looking for worlds to visit, and I was looking online and saying, okay, where's a list that I can find a place to go to find where I can go visit in this new Horizon Worlds place that I found, and I couldn't find anything. And so I was like, you know what? I bet you I'm not the only one that's looking for something like this. So that's when I started the Horizon Worlds Favorite Worlds to Visit Facebook group. And so that started in March 2 years ago. So it's been 2 years now. And we've got like 25,000, no, 2,500. I wish. We have 2,500 people following now. And those are all organic people that just come into the group.
That's amazing.
And what I do in there, it's an exclusive group that only posts by me one world a day, where I post pictures from the world, and I have a whole crew, Favorite Worlds crew, which I see some of the people here today. Oops, sorry, I took my thing off. So yeah, we go around and we visit, and I write up a quick little thing about the world, and I post one per day. I never post the same one over. So everybody's always getting something fresh to go to. So, and apparently other people have come up to me in here and said, hey, you know, I know you from your group, and, you know, I visit your worlds that you promote, and it's pretty cool. Because it's something I was looking for, and I was hoping to help the community with it. And it actually is doing what I intended, which I'm more than thankful for. So,
yes, I am a part of that Facebook group, and I'm sure a lot of you here are, obviously. But I actually purposely get on Facebook just to see the new post of which world that you're posting about, because those posts are not just adorable with all your friends and all the fun that you guys look like you're having, and but it's also really enlightening because I get, like, just when I first started as well, it was very hard for me to find anything. I was confused on how to even access anything, and not really understanding how to go to a world or what to even look for. So your posts actually helped me a lot when I first started, like, exploring worlds and trying to go to new fun environments, and it was very helpful. So that is
Yeah.
a very big woman empowering
Yeah.
thing to do.
Yeah. So when I first started, the first place I tried to go to, and it took me forever to find it, was Horizon World Tours. And, I was there and I met Oculus for the first time there, and Oculus 410. And it's kind of come full circle, because now I have my own favorite world section in there where I replace it with 10 doors every month. So he approached me in December and he's like, you know what, you have been so consistent with this and helping the community out. I want to give you a space in there. So now it's in there, and thanks to all of my
It's
crew
amazing.
that are here
Yes.
that help me with that. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and I'm glad the community is, like I said, getting something out of it. Yeah.
Yes, it is very empowering to be able to even be friends with you, because
Oh my god.
just like how we
I
talked
know.
about last week, I'm starstruck over here, with Miss Deenr and
Oh,
her little
stop it.
cute
Stop.
outfits and all that. Just
Stop.
just
I'm gonna run
she
back
gets
through that curtain.
she gets so embarrassed when you compliment her. It's funny. So now I would love to talk about the worlds that you have that you want to promote. I know that you said that you want to promote 2 specific worlds, and what are those worlds?
Well, the first one is a world that's been around for a while, that many have probably visited. It's called Bohemian Rhapsody. And it's something that I came up with the idea because I wanted to have music in here that I enjoyed, because I'm a little older than probably some of you here on the board, and I like me some 70s and 80s classic rock is what I
Oh,
like.
girl, me too. Me too.
Yeah. So,
Mhm.
and you've been to my world tons of times. We've been in there dancing
Yes.
together. Anyway, so I
Yes.
play music 24/7 in there. Actually, I do take a break between like 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. just to reset everything. But anyway, I'm playing music in there all the time, except for that like 4-hour span.
Mhm.
And I play the classic rock Monday through Friday. On Saturday, I play like 2000s pop. And then on Sunday, I play Christian beats in there
Mhm. Which I
because it's
absolutely
God's day.
adore that.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's my
Sunday,
favorite. I think that's my favorite day to actually, because you don't see a lot of that here in Horizons.
right.
Besides the churches that are amazing here, there's an amazing community with churches here in Horizons. But
Yes,
even with that, like, some of them don't provide, certain things like an actual church would, like hymns or music,
right,
because it's kind of difficult to do that, especially when you only are given a certain amount of things that you can do in here.
right,
But
right.
being able to go to a world like Bohemian Rhapsody and to just listen to Christian music on a Sunday and to be in the moment, even if you go before or after church, just to listen to it, it's very
Mm-hmm,
I don't it's emotional but very connecting. Like it you
mm-hmm.
connect with it. So it's very, very cool to have a world like that would
Yeah,
provide
yeah,
it.
yeah. And in there, we have different seasons in there too.
Mhm.
Relaxin' has been a big part of Bohemian Rhapsody, and we'll just go in there and
Mhm.
have fun and change it up for the next season. So there's obviously we're getting ready to change seasons here pretty soon. So Bohemian Rhapsody is gonna, the snowfall's gonna stop, and we'll be getting some spring flowers and all that good stuff. So
Yes, and
yeah.
if you're lucky and you go there at a good specific time, you can play what I like to play. It's called hide and seek, and here's why. Relax, I'll sleep in that world, and he hides. Okay, so I like to
Yes, he
go
does.
seek. So very fun. It's a very fun challenge. I have yet to find him, but one day I will, and it will happen. And I
Yeah,
cannot be responsible for any videos or pictures that might be taken.
I found him in the hot tub sleeping. Yep.
Yeah, he likes that too. It's so, what he says, relaxing. Like my
Right.
name.
Relaxins and they're relaxing is what he
Yes,
says.
yes.
Oh, I keep pulling this off. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're good.
So that's the first one. Just it's just fun to go in there. The dance floor has low gravity, so you can go in there and jump up on the building, and we've got the sticks with the trails, and you can pull those around, and everybody's like coloring all over the place as they're dancing.
Yes, you also do
on the dance
birthday
floor.
surprises in there too, don't you?
Yes, yeah. Well, I've had a lot of birthday parties in there. Yeah.
Yes.
But we've been doing it for over a year, so it's once you do it once for somebody, it's hard to kind of surprise them again because you've already done it. So, yeah. So we might have ran ourselves out on the birthday parties, but we did have a fun year doing that. So, yeah.
Yes. What is the other world that you'd like to promote? I know it's a brand new podcast.
Yes. Yeah, it's a brand new podcast coming up. It's called Sunny Side Up Podcast. We're going to be starting probably the end of this month. And I have two of my podcast sisters up there in yellow. We're all wearing yellow today. One of them couldn't make it. She wasn't feeling too good, but we're going to be having a podcast on Saturday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern because, it's morning. And, sometimes, we do stay up late in here, but we don't want to be on a podcast late. Is Sorcat still here? Sorcat calls us old folk. So anyway,
are you
we're
going to be
old folk.
Are you going to be streaming it or
we're going to be
recording it for?
Yes, absolutely. We're going to be recording it. And we're going to be putting it out on podcasts like YouTube podcasts. It'll be on Spotify podcasts. So that will happen. We have an executive producer that's going to produce it for us and get it ready to go. Actually, Yvonne up there, her husband, is going to be our executive producer. And speaking of other people,
twinsies.
Yes. So
twinsies.
He got the memo last night. Good job, Lost. So we also, in addition to the women that are going to be speaking, because it is going to be an initial women's panel. However, we are going to have men on the panel as well, because we want their opinion too. So it's not really a women's podcast, but the women are probably going to be the consistent ones there. But people like Lost, who very graciously also wore the yellow suit, he'll probably be on there at times. We're going to have
Did he just change? Oh, no, I thought he was changing.
No, he's good. He's good. So
you look lovely.
We totally want other people's opinions. And
look at relaxing.
What? Oh, he's going to change.
My goodness.
Yep, I know he's. Yep, there he is. Of course. Yes. So, what we're going to do though is, kind of, how you guys kind of flow with just talking about real life stuff. And since we're the quote unquote old folk, as Sorcat says, we're going to be talking about things that are kind of like midlife things, and so we wanted a podcast. Is Yvonne changing now too? We wanted a podcast where.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Your section is growing. Look at that.
Oh my gosh. Sills is like, okay, I got to change. Here she goes.
Wow, Golden
Um,
Rays is here.
So, Yvonne and I are the ones that thought about the podcast idea. I was thinking about it. I mentioned it to her and she's like, yeah, I've always wanted to do that. And I was like, cool, let's do it. So we went in there and kicked out a world within about a week. And then we announced it to the other two, which is Sills and Dawn 1023. And so Sills came in before we announced it, and she was I was telling her something about I had went to the gas station and bought some junk food, and she's like, yeah, I went to the dollar store and bought some junk food, or Dollar Tree, or whatever, wherever she went. And we were talking about what our favorite junk food was, and and it was this big long conversation about this. And I said, you know what, it would be a great idea for a segue for something. And she was like, what? And so that's how we surprised her and Dawn with the podcast based on that. So it's going to be just silly stuff like that, but things that people are interested in, because that was just the Cliff Notes version of it. It was like a big, long conversation. It was actually pretty hilarious.
Can I ask a question?
Of course you can.
Okay. And this is a very important one, near and dear to my heart.
Oh, okay.
Did at least one of you say that your favorite junk food was Ho-Ho's?
No.
Oh, come on. The Ho-Ho is
Yvonne?
the most
It's one
perfect.
So
Are you
Yvonne
right? Am I
says-
right?
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
So it's
that's my
Yvonne.
girl right there.
Oh my gosh.
That's it. The
Well-
Ho-Ho. So lush and supreme. And the
Oh,
cream. Oh, God.
the
I
funny
like to take
thing-
it apart and eat it.
Yeah. Do you
Like a
unroll it?
weirdo?
Do you unroll
Yes,
it?
I'm
Oh,
that.
gosh.
Yes,
I've
her.
done that.
I'm not
I've
the
done
basic
that.
person that just eats it normally. I make it an adventure, and I unroll it. Maybe and
then the
shove it
little
all in
chocolate edges just fall off of
Yes.
it, and then you have to eat
Yeah.
those separately.
And then
yeah.
you gotta get it off your seat because it goes between your seats, and you gotta find it and
Yeah.
dig for it, and then you gotta
Yeah.
yeah.
See, it was Sills and I that were in the conversation. So I don't even think Yvonne actually brought up her favorite junk food. So I did not know that. Now I know that about Yvonne. But mine was Nutty Bars. I love Nutty Bars. Gotta love Nutty Bars.
Those are good too.
Yeah.
It has chocolate in it still.
Yeah.
Too, so
And
it's-
then
it's-
oatmeal,
I agree.
those little oatmeal pies. I love the little oatmeal pies.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And then
I'm in
the
moon
last
junk
Pies
one,
are
food
good.
heaven
You put
right
them in
now.
the microwave for about 30 seconds. You put a moon
Really?
pie in the
I've never
microwave.
done
and you can-
that.
Oh my
Moon
God,
pies.
it's the best.
see,
Oh,
you guys.
It is the
see-
best.
See how
It's
this
gooey and-
conversation just like blew up? Exactly. That is my point. Exactly. Yes. Look at them all. Oh my
So,
gosh.
ladies, our
Diva,
guests are
diva.
asking if there will be a question and answer session.
Oh.
That is a good one. We can, if anyone has any questions or son of a biscuit has any questions, they are more than welcome to ask questions. And the
Oh my
perfect
gosh,
person
lost.
to
You may not want
help
to call on
with
him.
this situation, as I just scroll through here and just ignore me. Thank you,
Okay,
thank
yeah.
you, thank you,
So
thank you.
she's doing something back there, and we are going to wait while she does that. We're just going to talk and take up the time right here while she's doing what she's doing. And Jack is
There
here.
we go, okay.
So, all right, we're good now.
Everyone,
Thanks
welcome, Jack.
Thanks for waiting.
Welcome, Captain Jack,
Hey,
to
Jack.
the party.
Mhm.
Man, you need to put a bell on your neck. You scared me to
I
death.
know.
Like, what is on my show?
Standing up there. Spoon has the seat right there. I wasn't going to kick him out of it. So,
Oh, you can go help him.
You
with
scared me to death.
so now
The
you're giving
questions.
it to me. Is that what you're doing? I guess it's time for me to go to work then.
Well, you know what?
It is.
It's your voice. That outstanding voice. It just felt like something was on my shoulder in the room and I almost fell out.
Well, I know I'm scary looking, but let's not let everybody.
No, it was just kind of funny. But no.
Spatial audio. Gotta love it.
Mhm. But yes, if anyone has any comments or has any questions for any of us,
I have
just
a
raise
I have a
your
comment.
hand.
Can I make a comment about the snack food? I didn't get a chance.
Yes, please. Yes.
Okay. My snack food favorite is I like plain Lay's potato chips mixed with M&M's peanut.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Gives a whole sweet,
The
salty
sweet and
sensation.
salty thing.
sensation all up on your tongue.
Yes.
It's like a party in your mouth.
Yes, it is.
Has anyone tried the chocolate covered chip? They
Ooh,
used to
yes.
sell
Ooh,
chocolate.
haven't.
yes.
I never had
They're
any of
good.
those, and I've been dying to try
It's
them.
that
but they're
sweet
no
and
longer.
salty thing. I
You
love
know-
sweet and salty mix.
The new
Yeah,
Reese's
yeah,
is pretty
who
good with
doesn't?
caramel.
You know,
Mhm.
I was thinking about that. I saw the ad the other day and I was like, you know what? That's gonna ruin a classic thing. But you're saying it's good?
It's actually, oh my god, yeah, it's good.
It's
Really
good.
good.
It's good.
It's
It
really good.
works. It actually works.
It
Oh,
works. It
okay.
is. I don't know, something about it. It's a salty caramel with the Reese's peanut butter cup.
It's that sweet
Very
and
good.
salty. You know, like Deenr, you take a bite of that old school nutty bar because you know I'm a 70s, 80s kid, girl. I don't went to school with them nutty bars. Take a
Yeah,
bite of that nutty bar, put you a Lay's potato chip in your
Yeah,
mouth. Girl,
Oh, yeah.
have it on your tongue, girl. Have it on
Yeah,
the tongue.
I think I've done that. Yes.
Ooh, yummy,
Oh my
yummy.
gosh, Bronina's on board. Yes.
Yes. Change into everyone's
Might I ask why
changing.
everyone looks like a banana?
Yeah, that's
Because I do.
There you go.
That's awesome.
Alrighty, ladies,
There's nothing
ladies
wrong with
and
bananas.
You're
gentlemen,
booing the crowd for dressing like
if
bananas?
anyone
That's shame
has
on you.
any questions or comments,
no,
please
we
feel
were
free
booing
to
you.
come up to the front and do the confetti, and Captain will shoot you up down to the front. It looks like Lost has a comment and or question.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. Let me find his name first. Give me a second. You're like way down somewhere. I have no idea where you're at. Oh, there you
It's
are.
because he's lost.
And which one is it that he goes to the speaker?
Yes.
There you go.
Hello.
Hello.
I
I'm also
actually.
virtually
Hello. How's everybody doing?
outstanding.
Love the show.
Great.
Thank you.
Big fan of Deenr. But my favorite part of the show I actually missed tonight because I came in late. But I really wanted to see Miss Queen come down from the ceiling.
She
And-
didn't do that today.
You didn't miss it today, unfortunately. I was unable to do it.
Because Captain was late. Keep it real.
Captain was late. Yeah, but keeping it real. That's
Uh,
Captain's thing. That
He
would
had the
like to,
music.
you know.
So
yeah.
so that was literally the best part of the show. Obviously, are your co-hosts.
Oh, 100%. Are you
Thank you.
serious?
Virtually.
Your local hacker.
You are my favorite
They're the best.
person in the audience.
Thank you. And the
yes.
and the second best part is the throne coming down from the ceiling, and of course, Deenr's on the stage as well.
All right now.
Yeah.
Deenr, you know who to
All
hang
right.
out with.
Boy, this
Deenr,
man's
you
got a
know
lot
who
of
to hang out
chapstick.
with.
That's a lot of
I
ass
do
to
hang
kiss
It's
out
right
with
now.
okay.
You
I'm
wanna
telling you.
port him out
Go
there,
on,
bud?
banana guy.
Poof, be gone.
Go on, banana guy.
That is awesome.
I mean, I've
Anyone
heard of
else have
banana
any-
hammocks, but
does,
he takes the cake on that
Relaxin,
one.
Relaxin has some
We're relaxing it.
comments he wants to make to the crew here.
All right, let me find him here. Give me 1 second. There's got to be an easier way to do this.
Oh yeah.
Where the hell are you? Oh, there you are. Come on up.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I was just glad to say I'm glad to see you guys again. Real Diva Queen, I've missed you from last time, and it was saying that I didn't see you last time. I'm
Oh,
glad
I
you're
miss you too, darling.
Like, you know, I know you were unwell, and I'm glad that you're here. You're going back and well, and you know it's great to see you again. It's been a long time,
Thank you. It has been.
and obviously, Miss Catch My Sleeping Time, Miss Queen. So, But there is something I'd like to say as a comment, actually, because I feel like since it's more for women, so being a man who was raised by a woman, single raised by a woman, and I understand that to rule the world is obviously given, the world is given to you in a way. So I would also like to say that a lot of things people don't realize that men and women really do rule the world. But you guys do it differently, and it's quite nice to see the inspiration that when they say that the greatest thing was invented by women, like the internet and the map and all this stuff, and you wouldn't think a man wouldn't do that, but I really give it to you women to do that kind of crazy stuff. So all horse to you guys. So you
Men
guys
think of high heels and makeup.
But really, I'll always be grateful for the women in the world, because you guys taught us a lot of things, and hopefully we teach you the great things. So for Women's Month, I really do hope to give you loads of support and loads of care and all the grateful things that you guys done. So I wanted to give you guys a thank you for everything. So Hacker, you like your talented builds, you've got some skills, like even I am jealous. I'm not gonna lie to you. Some hopefully one day you and I will build together. Diva Queen, obviously, you know me. I'm always going to be there for you for your mindsets, and I'm always happy to teach the kids for you.
Thank you, sweetheart.
You never know. Maybe I might build a world for you one day.
You never know.
Don't tell Jordan that. And Deenr, obviously, you and I worked a lot together, and we're becoming really the closest friends. And obviously, we can't wait to work on the Easter version of Bohemian Rhapsody, so can't wait for the start on that one. And really proud for you and everything you've done. Looking forward to your podcasts and see what you can do.
Yes.
And Miss Queen, I mean, we don't need to say much. You and your crown up there, proven to be the Miss Queen. You know how it is.
Force to be reckoned with.
Force to be reckoned with. We also give a little shout out just for Jack, just for this beautiful world he's made, and at least give him the credits.
Give it to Hacker. She's the one that made most of it.
But yeah, like I'll say it for the last time. Remember your worth. You may not wear the visual crown, but you're secretly wearing the crown in our hearts. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Damn it, I'm pushing the cute one, not the boo one. There we go.
I know, right?
This man.
Well, Diva Queen.
Which one?
He got
Cut them off. We were trying to fix them up.
Oh, you want to fix them up? All right, come on back.
Cloud
just
got
trying to
it.
fix you
You
up.
got insurance?
Yeah, let us.
Plan?
Come on, relax
Oh,
and let us
goodness.
know about you. No.
Let's
You
just,
get
let me just
what
make
you
this last
looking for?
sentence.
I'll be able to hook you up.
What you looking for?
I'm down for a dominant woman. If she's a leader, I will follow. I will do anything she says. She wants me to cook, clean, and lay and everything. Got me.
You want a dominant
I'm
woman?
gonna
All
send
right,
you
get
my
the
number.
fuck out of here. We don't want to hear this shit. Now, hang on
This
here.
isn't the dating game.
Yeah. What's up with the portal right in the middle of everything?
Wow.
That's
No
kind
portals.
of rude. Nans? So who is this Nans person? Is it the one jumping around?
Yes,
Kind of hard to
Yes.
tell. So it's a child,
No.
basically.
probably.
Anyway, so what exactly is your podcast? I know you said that it's going to be in the morning at 11. Do you expect anything? Like, do you like how am I trying to come up with this? English is hard for me today. Rough day. You said you're streaming it and all that fun stuff. Is it going to be streamed live on the same day, or is it going
No.
to be?
No,
No? Okay.
it won't be no. It'll be recorded and then uploaded. Yeah. And it is a members
Okay.
only world. So if anybody wants to join that world, just request access.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, Hackers got on the suit too. Look at that.
Yes. Sure does.
You guys, we're gonna have to get a picture after this, so do not change, guys. Don't change.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm wearing a red dress.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, bless me. I'm so sorry.
Bless you.
I got
Bless
this.
you.
I know. Thank you. Thank you. Well, it's been an amazing time having you on here, Deenr.
Thank you.
I'm so happy that you were able to come and be a part of the show,
of
especially for a very important day or month in general for being Women's History Month. You for sure made a pivotal role in my life with all the things that you've done, along with the real Queen Bee and Hacker. All of you are definitely inspiring and do amazing work for amazing people, which is exactly what this podcast needs, is to be able to promote that specific positive gossip and promoting certain things that we need here in this day and age, especially nowadays in Horizons. It's very difficult to come by anything positive at this point, but with your Facebook page, it's always something positive. It's always uplifting to people, and to be able to find those fun worlds that you have. Is that specific Facebook page, where can they specifically, anyone can find you in general, to reach out to you, even if they want to go to your podcast on Saturdays at 11?
So
how would they find you?
So the members only world it's just called Sunny Side Up. So anybody can, it's already published. So anybody can go request access right now, and I will get those requests and pop people in. And geez, what was the other question? How can they find me? Okay, on social media, you can find me under Deenr VR with 2 E's. There's a whole big story as to why I have 3 E's on here and 2 E's on there. I'm not even going to go into it, but you can find me on Deenr 2 E's VR on any social media platform. So the only place I have 3 E's is in here. So that's just a place for you to find me. The Facebook group is called Horizon Worlds. Yes, Spoon. Horizon Worlds, favorite worlds to visit. You can go ahead and join that, and you will get a feature every day of a different world. So it's something too, if you just like Queen said, she'll just pop on there to look through and see what different worlds have popped up recently. You can go in there, make a little list of places you want to go, read about them. If it doesn't sound interesting to you, don't go there. Just go to the next one. So you can make a list and pop on over and visit them. So yeah,
awesome. Well, Hacker or Diva, do you have any questions for Miss Deenr?
No, I will be joining that group though.
Well, I follow Deenr. My favorite thing is to always, what's my favorite thing? I just go, Deenr! With like 10 exclamation marks. I don't know why I started that, but that's just my thing for you, right? And I know Killer Bee Studios, of course, where, Diva the Queen Bee love Killer Bee Studios. And you're doing such amazing things out there. I know the showcases you do for creators, all of you do for the world, the business acumen that you bring to it, the tech side, the PR side. You're doing a lot of phenomenal things out there as a woman leader in tech, but also in the metaverse. I would say keep doing what you're doing. I constantly say we're only beginning to scratch the surface, and just looking at what's coming and what the future is bringing. Leaders like you in the forefront are very important. So keep doing what you're doing, and just keep breaking new ground in Horizon Worlds in the metaverse.
Thank you. Thank you. I will.
Welcome.
Of course. Now, is your podcast gonna have fun little little like ho-hos or Twinkies or anything like that in there?
You never know. I could put Yvonne on it, and she could probably just build me some Twinkies.
Girl, get me some junk food in there, and I will be there to eat them ho-hos, let me tell you.
Did you know there's actually a different version of your ho-hos? In the South, they have ding-dongs.
Oh, I remember.
No.
They're not the same. They're not the same.
I'm from Kentucky. A You are
A
cursing at me
ho-ho's a
right now.
ho-ho
I'm from
and a
Kentucky.
ding-dong is a
ho-ho
ding-dong.
is not a damn ding-dong electric spoon.
No, it's
They are
not.
not
Aren't
the
ding
same
dongs
thing.
round? The
He
ding
keeps
dongs
trying
are
to be a
round,
comedian
right?
right now.
Ding-dongs are
Ding
round
dongs are
and we're
like hockey
different.
pucks.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, they're
they
like little
are
hockey
not.
Yes.
Ding dongs are like
Folks
the
from
little
the
hockey
South,
pucks.
we don't play with ding-dongs wrapped in that individually wrapped aluminum foil. You better stop. That's not the same
Hey,
thing as
there's
some
nothing
old.
better than
We
an
don't
ice
eat
cold ding
ho-hos
dong.
down
Wait a minute.
south.
That didn't sound right.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Moving
Ding dong,
along.
ho-ho, whatever.
I'm from Louisiana and we have both, so
Well, you know, on the East Coast they have what is it? Whoopie pies. Whoopie
Oh,
pies.
yeah.
Yeah.
Those are good.
Yeah.
See,
And then
again,
there
pie,
also
sorry.
was
We're
a
back to
Suzy
this.
Q. Suzy Q's were
Yes.
big too. They're kind of like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Just remember
Those are
Suzy
like-
Q's?
It's like a
Cake.
coffee flavored
it's like
one.
cake. Yeah.
Like a
Ugh.
coffee cake,
Why do
the
you get a-
Suzy Q.
I don't remember coffee flavor, Captain Jack.
Yeah, it always tastes like
There
coffee
was
to me.
another one that
Man, I'm
started
much
with
of
a
a coffee
K.
person.
Something cakes that started with a K that are just like
Tasty cakes?
Yeah, tasty cakes.
Tasty cakes.
Oh, I thought you were
Tasty
talking
cakes
about
were
zebra
East
cakes for a
Coast.
second. I was like,
Yeah,
East Coast.
tasty cakes are East Coast.
That was
we
it.
never
Tasty
had them.
cakes for East Coast.
Yeah, we never had them in Michigan, but on the does anybody read the Plum series from Janet Ivanovich? She talks about tasty cakes all the time in her books.
Tasty cakes were not, you must be an East Coast thing because they just tasted dry. Like
I've
it was
never
just
had one.
Like I was eating like sawdust with some cinnamon on it or something. It was just dry.
yeah, I'm not much of a cinnamon fan. I
Ooh,
anything
what?
that's cinnamon in
Ooh,
it,
I
I'm
am.
not, yeah, I'm not. See, the only thing I probably can't eat
am.
that has cinnamon is the cinnamon toast
Ooh, I love
crunch.
cinnamon.
I could probably eat
Mm.
that. Am I right? But I can't really have like. Maybe it's just I don't know.
I put
What
cinnamon
about a
in
It's a
churro?
flavor thing.
You eat a
pancakes.
churro?
Oh,
Ooh,
churros.
I love me a good churro.
Churros are my favorite. Oh, you know what? Okay, now the ho-ho and the churro is gonna fight for a second because I don't know which one's my favorite at this point.
But see, the churro is
Oh,
all
no.
about the crunchy, crispy on the outside. You get you a good crisp
Sea-cells?
churro.
See?
Oh yeah, the chili doodle.
Mhm. Ooh, Lord, I could just taste it right now. Good old crispy churro.
Oh, no.
I think
Yum,
the
yum,
first
yum.
time
You
I
know,
ever had a
the
churro.
Subway's got that big foot long churro.
I've seen that, and they have
They
a
got
pretzel.
Where's
I
Subway
think,
get
too.
foot long churros?
Yeah, and they have the
Recently.
cookies too.
Yeah, it's the cookies. That's right.
This is like breaking news. Nobody told me a
it's
foot long
new.
churro.
Yeah,
I
they
think-
got
And a
some
foot
good
long
ones.
cookie,
They
a
call
foot
them,
long pretzel.
side something or other. They call them.
What?
I got to check out that
Yeah.
churro.
They've got a new Subway's got a new promotion where they call those long cookies and those things. They call them sides something. I can't remember, but
Oh,
choose
sidekicks?
from one.
Sidekicks.
Sidekicks.
Yeah, that thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the first time I've ever actually had a churro, and this is probably
I
why it
wanna try
tasted
it so
so
bad.
good. If anyone knows me in general, sorry, spoon, but I love Disney. Disney is my thing. I am a Disney connoisseur. When I was in high school, we had our prom at the zoo, and while all the kids were coming out, I was going in, and they thought I was Belle from Beauty and the Beast. So I would be signing their little like maps as Belle, taking pictures with them,
cute.
and having fun. And because of that, I had my first churro, at Disney. I never had a churro before, but I had them at
They're very
Disney. Now,
good.
let me tell you,
Good.
Disney does above and beyond a regular churro. Okay, they have
they do.
multiple different flavors of the rainbow. They
Mhm.
have candy versions, cereal versions, chocolate versions, caramel. Like they have so many different versions. And let me tell you, I'm not kidding. I tried every single one of them, and I was in heaven, and I do not regret it one bit. Just saying.
It's a good dessert. It's a good dessert.
It's
like
very
a churro's like a
expensive
warm
at Disney,
hug.
but it's a good dessert.
wait,
Everything
so
is expensive
Why were
at
you
Disney.
apologizing to me about Disney?
It's just with what happened in general. I don't want
I
to.
mean, I'm still there. New job.
What
All
happened?
good.
Oh, true.
Do y'all got a Winnie the Pooh story y'all need to tell?
Oh no, I am.
Mickey Mouse?
So I'm a Disney
I was
cast
just
member.
checking.
I work there.
Are
Yes.
you really?
I am. Yep.
And
You
Yeah,
know,
I'm just
you learn
recently
something new
this
every
changing
girl
day.
jobs.
up.
Yep.
Sorcat
Hook
needs
her
to change.
up.
So I worked on the Disney Parks and Entertainment Products team, doing social media
Wow.
and all that kind of good stuff, and I'm going to be moving to the Disney Plus Hulu side.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, I like the Disney. I only like the villains, though. I have the
The villains
Disney
are
villains
great.
collection. I have the Disney villains purses and collectibles and everything. Everything with the evil queen. Could you guess?
I love.
Never in
I
a
am
million
not
years.
kidding.
Never.
What
I
is
am
your
not
favorite?
kidding. I love it.
Who is your favorite villain? Like, let's get real. Who's your favorite
And
villain?
she is looking at me literally in my sitting room right now. I have the doll. It is
Yeah.
the one from Snow White. The Snow White that she made her bite that apple. She was my queen. I was 6 years old.
Yes.
My grandfather took me. He said I was rooting for the wrong side. That probably is a whole lot of therapy right there.
I
You know,
probably
there's
have
a
the most.
conspiracy. There is a conspiracy with Snow White's villain. If you look, if has anyone, I'm sure you've seen Snow White, and I'm sure you've seen Tangled. Am I right?
Yes, I have. I loved it.
Okay. So if you watch Snow White, when the evil queen is older, she is in the older phase when she's giving the apple to Snow White, you know, and that old phase. In the beginning of Tangled, the stepmom, the mother is what she's called. She is wearing the same outfit and looks similar to the evil queen in
Really?
Snow White. And
One of
yep,
those Easter
so
eggs.
there is a theory that the evil queen is actually mother.
Really? I gotta go back and look
I
now.
see
I
it.
am
I see it.
fascinated
Yep.
with that.
Because it is
I love all
the
that.
same woman. It's the same
It's
woman.
the same woman.
I loved it. That was my very
Ain't
first
that wild?
Disney movie. I love it.
Because in the end of Snow White, you see her at the top of the mountain. She's trying to push the rock, and then she falls, and you don't see her after that. You don't know what happens to her. You don't know anything. But in the beginning of Tangled, you kind of get a small little story of the reason why the evil queen in the beginning of Snow White is with youth, and she wants to be young. You know, the same thing with Mother. She is looking for the flower to be young again,
And she
It's
finds
this-
it.
It's
And
the
she
same
finds it.
concept. Mm-hmm.
She finds
So
it.
Now
Deenr,
I
do
have
you
to
have
go
a
back
favorite Disney
and look
character?
again.
Do
Ain't
I
that
have
wild?
a favorite Disney character?
Maleficent. Just saying.
I'm gonna-
Maleficent.
Mine too.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not really a Disney fan. Sorry.
Okay, so the door
Sorry.
is right over there.
I mean,
Are you serious?
I love.
Nope.
I'll tell you what. I mean, I interviewed Danny Los Angeles on my on Creator
Oh, I
Spotlight.
love him. He made those.
Yes,
Disney
he did
World?
make the
Yes, that
Disney
you
World in
showed
here,
me.
which is amazing
Yes.
because Miss Queen and I actually one night we spent the whole night going through all that stuff, which a bunch of us did the same thing,
Amazing.
and it was so fun. So yes,
fun.
I loved that, but so yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. So 3
is
minutes.
so
So I
cool.
don't really have a favorite. I'm really sorry.
Mine's probably the most obscure. So he just had his 40th birthday, and it kind of ages me because I was there for the opening of his ride, and that's Figment. He's just a purple
Oh, I
dragon.
love
and
Figment
his-
too.
Yeah,
See, I don't even know who
purple
that
dragon.
is.
His whole thing is
Who?
imagination.
It's Figment, the Figment
Oh,
imagination.
Figment of
The
imagination.
figment of your imagination.
Iris,
I
Iris
know.
just joined
Dude.
the club. Iris, awesome sauce.
That's great.
There you go. All these people dressing up in yellow.
Yes, Sunny Side
That
Up
is awesome.
podcast. That's why we're wearing it because the whole world is yellow. So
Yeah,
obviously,
that is awesome.
I
And
mean,
and if anyone knows me very well enough, my favorite color is yellow.
Yellow,
So
yes.
Is it really?
I knew that. I knew that.
It
Yes.
is. My favorite color is yellow.
Mhm.
And a lot of people think that's really weird because there's so many different versions of yellow and it's disgusting. It looks weird. I like it because it's bright and beautiful like me.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's very bright and
Yes.
colorful.
I like
and
yellow and black.
happy. Yellow is a happy color.
You know
It really
what?
is.
Yellow is a happy color.
I'm gonna use that color scheme, yellow and black.
I have yellow.
Yes.
My bathroom, my main hallway, the bathroom off the hallway
make a
is
yellow and
yellow.
black house.
Kind of like the color of the suit, and it's very it wakes me up in the morning.
Yes, it's a very bright waking up color. It's amazing. It's a good color and no one can change your mind. Sorry.
Yes,
It's a
absolutely.
great color.
Yeah.
But ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, it is about that time. Unfortunately, we are going to have to end QT Gossips podcast and wait until next week, which we have a very special guest next week. The one, the only. Well, I'm not going to say anything because it's a surprise. But at this time, Hacker, where can people find you if they would like to reach out to you?
You can find me here on the Oculus app or on my Instagram at your local hacker 31.
And what about you, Miss Diva?
You can find me on Instagram at Mogul Mindset LLC VR or on Discord at Mogul Mindset LLC.
That is awesome. And how about you, Miss Deenr?
Again, Deenr VR on any social media, which is Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. All of them are Deenr VR. Or you can obviously find me on here or the Oculus app.
Perfect. And Spoon, how about yourself? Of course, he is if you guys can look on the very top above Bernina, that is Spoonbot. That is our lovely live stream camera that we are currently live streaming on Twitch and soon to be YouTube.
Woohoo!
And so on. So, apparently you're in party.
And we need to
you're in
remind
party
everyone
only.
to sign up
Oops.
for YouTube. Please remind them to sign up for your YouTube page.
As I was saying,
Yes.
sorry, I was in party only. You can always find me somewhere in the vicinity of Captain Jack, Miss Queen Lily herself, or your local hacker, at any of their shows, or Jack's Bingo at the Black Pearl. And you'll often find me along with my sidekick there, Brother Bronina, behind the camera streaming the show out to YouTube and Twitch, or Jack shows out to YouTube and Twitch as well.
And Captain, how about yourself?
Well, you can find me on Instagram at Captain Jack Morgan 22. So it's Captain _Jack _Morgan 22. That's on my IG. Or you can join my YouTube channel, which is Captain Jack Morgan or Captain Jack Morgan Studios, from what I keep hearing. Either which one should take you to my YouTube channel where you can watch anything that I've been dealing with my talk shows. But please come visit us at the Black Pearl Bingo, or what you type into the search bar, can't talk today, is Bingo at the Black Pearl. So if you want to come join us for awesome bingo with no BS, no drama, no attitudes, no politics, just fun, that's where you need to go.
And we have our lovely Bronina. You can find him at Instagram. It's going to be Bronina _CRS. Yeah, so that's where you can find him. Did you want to add something, Deenr?
I did. I wanted to add anybody that's in the yellow suit group to meet me up on the balcony right after the show because I need pictures.
Perfect. And I am Miss Queen. You can find me on Instagram. It's literally the same name as it is on here, Miss Queen Lily Owen. And you also can find me on YouTube. I have 2 different YouTube channels. Queen Royalty Productions, where you're going to find all the videos that we promote, any of the worlds that we talk about here today. The ones that Miss Deenr wants to promote, I'm going to make promotional videos for those specific worlds. So if you want to see them, please go ahead and look me up on YouTube, and you'll be able to find them on that specific YouTube channel. And I have another YouTube channel, which it's Queen's Talk Gossip, all one word. You can find the show here where we will live stream there, as well as Twitch, which is again just Queen's Talk Gossip. So if you have any questions or anything you want to reach out to us, feel free to find us, ask us, and we'll be happy to help. On that note, thank you all very much for coming today. It's been an awesome time. Deenr, thank you again for showing up, and we hope to see and talk to you guys next week.
Thank you for joining us today here at QT Gossip Podcast for the best of the best info around. Join us again every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or watch our live stream.
He said, don't forget about him.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, As we close the
All right,
mic,
I need pictures.
open your minds to new horizons and the door to countless possibilities. Until next time, keep chasing your dreams.
Ouch.